In this video, we're going to break down your carving to see how you can get more power and get lower to that snow. First of all, I must note these carves are pretty sick. But that said, there's going to be some small changes you can make that are going to be an absolute game changer for the amount of power you're getting out of each turn. So let's go and break that down. First of all, I want to talk about this form here. When this is good riding posture and good positioning, there's a couple things that are holding you back for doing the maneuver you're trying to do. And that is having your weight set over his front foot. I really like how your chest is open, leading with your hips, but having your weight set over your front foot like this is making it so you can't load up pressure on your edge and can't get that torsion in your board that you can by having your weight centered or over your back foot. Generally, the front foot isn't as good of a spot to have your weight set because it's going to go and make it so your back foot is a little bit lighter, so it's harder to go and lock in and push through those turns. Because when we go and watch this turn, we can see that you're going and moving to your back foot, loading up on it, and pushing through your hips, loading on that back foot. That's the principle for all of turning. So if you start on your front foot, but load to your back foot, you're adding an unnecessary movement. And that movement is you starting with your weight over here on the front foot, moving to center, then moving to back foot. That's adding a cross-directional momentum to your body motions. So to fix this, all you need to do is instead of having your weight set here on your front foot, just keep it more centered, keep it towards the back foot, and that'll give you a better platform to set up for this turn. But the big thing that you can do here to start getting more power and feeling in more control is right here. You're unweighting and weighting. The first thing I want to note is you're going and extending too much. See how your legs are completely straight? You never want to fully extend your legs and have your upper body getting extended and tall, because that's going to make it so you don't have your weight set on your feet and you're not going to have any micro adjustment possibilities. Straight legs don't give you any room to control, so we want to avoid getting straight legs. Basically, at any point in snowboarding, straight legs are something to be avoided. So this is telling us that you're just using a little bit too much upwards motion, and you're going and holding it for a little bit unnecessary amount of time. So we can see right here, you're going from a little bit of bent position and then going very tall and holding it. So what I'd recommend here is first, you can just not extend as much, that'll make it easier. Or you can go, if you want that bigger motion, add a little bit more bend to your legs. The only problem with this motion, this lifting, is that you're lifting and getting your legs completely straight, and that's making it so your chest goes tall, making you light, disconnecting the engagement of your core and your edge. What brings us into the next thing that you can go and improve upon, and that is setting your weight back down onto your edge. See how you're going from your tall position and you're letting your upper body come lean down into your board. This is what you want to do to build weight on your edge, but only issue here is you're flat based at this moment. So this whole up to down motion hasn't been used to actually generate any speed, any power into that edge because you're squatting down as you're flat based. And we can see this through the whole duration where you're going and using basically your whole range of motion from up to down while maintaining a flat base. To do a powerful turn and really get that carve working for you, what you want to do is do your lift up, not so much that you're extending, get onto your toe edge, and once you're on your toe edge, then you push pressure into it, then you push weight into it, and as you push your weight into it, you're going to accelerate. Right now, you're basically going completely flat base into your hand touches, and the only thing helping you get in this turn is your sideways momentum. So you do a great job when you're at this point, but we want to get it so if you want to get even lower, you're going to rely less on leaning, because leaning is limited by speed. That's why this hand needs to come out, because you're going too slow for this drastic of a turn. But if you go and do the same exact motion you're doing, just to a lesser extent here and later here, that's going to make it so you're accelerating through this whole duration of switching to your toe edge and building up on it. So when you get to that point where you're lower to the ground, putting the hand down, you have more speed, more velocity, and that way you can hold more traction and get lower to the snow without needing to worry about falling over. And that's how you can start connecting it, building power. And what we really want to see out of these turns is for them to go like this. Speeding up, then as you lighten up, slowing down, getting onto that toe edge, speeding up, accelerating right at the point where you're trying to hit your maximum turn. So final recap, all you need to do is first, keep your weight more centered over your board. Next, don't go and extend your chest so high and don't fully straighten out your legs. You can do this by keeping a little bit more bend in them, or just extending less. And lastly, don't go and start loading pressure onto that edge until you're on your toe edge. Make sure that your toe edge is set in place before you start squatting down into it, because this is not fully utilizing the power you have as a rider. So make these changes, and I think it's going to make your carving way more explosive, way more fun, and should let you get way lower turns. Let me know how it goes, and let me know if you need any more feedback. For anyone watching this video, you can get feedback just like this on Addiction Plus. Enjoy, and happy shredding.